asking what is my opinion about Sai Baba returning. Well, before I answer this question, it's not easy question to answer. I wish to tell you a few things. Sathya Sai Baba, as his name suggests, is Satya means truth. Once it so happened, inside the interview room, he said that my name is Satya. Satyam, Satyam, Satyam. Whatever comes out from me is also Satyam. Whatever words I speak is truth. Not that Sai Baba has to speak truth, but what he speaks is the truth. So I have to keep those things in my mind. And also I want to give the little bit limited understanding which I have about Sai Baba, that I am convinced that he is avatar. Avatar is not easy to deal with. You have to always surrender. Whatever he says, you have to accept. Just lighter way, there are two rules to deal with avatar. Rule number one is he is always right. Rule number two, in case you have any doubt, rule number two says, go back to rule number one. So there is no question of questioning him. Now, some of my students, they ask that Swamiji left his physical form on 24th of April 2011. Then why do you expect that he will come back? Why don't you accept what he has done? You have yourself taught us in the class. I tell them that not that I don't accept or I challenge him. No. He has given certain understanding. Maybe it is wrong or it is right. My level and his level, they are quite different. My prayer to him is that either elevate me to that level, then I can understand what you are doing, which is not an easy thing, or at least you know what I understand or what I misunderstand. So kindly come to our level and explain what is happening. I am totally baffled. Why? Now, few things. Once it so happened in 1998, February, my mother passed away. And he called me that bring all your brothers, sisters. I did go to Mumbai, where my mother passed away. And when I came back, he said, actually he rang up, my wife rang me up, that Swami is asking, where has he gone? So I barely reached, and he knows very well. Then he is telling his wife that tell him to come back tomorrow. So whatever what needed to be done as a son to mother, I did that, and next day I came back. So he is asking me, how's my drama? Okay, I understood there were many things related to that, leaving aside the personal things. Then he said, call all of them. So we all brothers, sisters and relatives, about 25 people came, he gave us an interview, and then he said that don't worry, your mother was a pious lady and saying Ram, 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 and she is such a great devotee, she came and merged in my feet. Very good. There my younger sister was still crying. Then Swami said, see, it is very important auspicious day when she left. It is not important how you came, what day you came in the world. The way you left the world, that is important. So, we know, we have heard Swami telling, we have read in the books, that Swamiji, when he came on earth, the instruments, musical instruments started playing on their own. Whole atmosphere was divinely charged. We accepted, because at least I was not there at that moment, but I have no doubts. The way he left on 24th of April 2011, in fact from March onwards we were getting the symptoms. Is it the befitting for an avatar to leave earth? I am surprised. I'll go on narrating this question. I consider even physically Swami is sitting next to me and I'm praying to him, Swamiji, you have told me that I am your child, I am your son. I am not questioning your actions, but please allow me to understand a little bit. Now, few things. In during the course of MBA professor, one of the batches, late 80s, I had a student who was quite not directly close to Swami, but his father has been very close to Swami. So he used to tell the stories because he, as a small boy, he used to gather something between Swami and his father. So he told one story. Once Swamiji told student's father that you think that I have come here just to sit, start few colleges and schools or a hospital or set up an ashram? No. I came here for the prayers of the thousands of saints and sages in the Himalayas. Their prayers I have come to answer. So this is not my task. Now they are waiting for my darshan. I have created energy barrier between them and me. Then this gentleman asked, why Swami? Because I give everybody a chance to raise your level to a height where when I remove the barrier from the saints and sages to come, you will be also allowed to sit here. Then to just substantiate this, once individually, Swami told me, Bhagia, you think that students are sitting here today, they will continue, they will be allowed to sit here? No. Here these seats will be occupied by sages and saints and heads of the country. Students will sit far away. I was surprised. Swami said this. So far it has not happened. So something has to happen. Another thing. In 1993, some crazy people thought that Sai Baba is just an ordinary person, and they had some problem with the students or some people around Swami. Among themselves, they had some problem. So they made an attempt, crazy attempt. But all the people were stunned. Then later on, when Swamiji came to Vrindavan, me and the Vice Chancellor was with me. Vice Chancellor sir asked Swamiji, what happened in 1993? We were all worried, and Swami said, you were worried? This is nothing, this is a small test I put. And I sneezed and your nose went off. If I cough, what will happen to you? So he just changed into a lighter mood again. So, but the message was that something severe is going to happen. Swami had been in those years repeatedly telling that I will do a winnowing. The dry leaves will fly off. Only the devotees who have gathered some mass, who have faith in me, will stay with me. So we were thinking this is a very big test which Bhagavan gave us. But no, Swamiji had something more in his master plan. In 1996, Swamiji gave series of discourses. In one of the discourses, it was towards June end 1996, he said the time is going to come, even the blind man will know Sai Baba is God. Now, we know after this event, how many of us who have full eyes and intellect with us, do we continue to believe that Sai Baba is God? Because that test was, I thought it is not a big test in 93, so I thought 2011 was a big test. So considering that as a test, I don't think this is an end of Avatar Road. I'll tell you another thing. On the very same day, 24th of April 2011, in the evening, so many people came. One small girl, 5 or 6 years old, she knew one of my students who used to distribute prasadam in presence of Swami. So this girl comes to this student and tells, Uncle, why are you crying? Child is innocent. She knew a little bit. Then boy did not reply. She is telling that this is a test. Swami is going to come back. He is giving a test to everyone and severe test to the devotees. And then this student is asking the small girl, who are you? She said, you think that I am a small child? No, I am Gopika. Come back to tell you this, that don't be deluded. This is a test. Now, who told small girl and who gave her this understanding? Okay, I will tell another thing. Swami came as an avatar, we all believe. I have told this Swami in front of him that Swamiji, avatar is amongst us, and I don't know how to make use of avatar, and I want to listen from avatar's mouth how to get benefit out of avatar. Then Swami had given 2 sentences: love. Love is God, God is love, live in love. Second sentence, he said that aham karam, aham plus akar. Aham, I, Atma is one. Akar, that is a form. When form gets attached to akar, it becomes the duality or multiplicity. So he has accepted his avatar. I had never asked Swamiji that Swamiji, how many years you are going to be with us? He himself has given in various discourses that his body is going to be with us for 96 years. Then in 2011, he barely completed 85 years. What happened to his statement? Some people, I don't know, it is up to them, they think that they are wiser than the rest of the public. They say, no, Swami completed lunar 96 years, lunar years. I tell them, come here. Lunar year, lunar month, how many days? It will be less than 30, at the most 30, 29, 28 and a half. Okay, 2008. According to the calendar, people observed that Swami's body completed 1,000 full moons. In South India, this is considered to be a very big occasion, festival. So they prayed to Bhagavan, Swamiji, can we celebrate your seeing 1,000 full moons? Then Swami would always respond to the prayers of devotees. Swami said, okay. Mind you, 2008, Swamiji completed 1,000 full moon, seeing 1,000 full moon, Swami's body. Although he is a creator of moons and all the suns and all stars and galaxies. But okay, he gives us a pleasure of being with him and celebrating on any occasion. So my analysis now is 1,000 full moons. Even if we consider that in a year it is 12 full moons, if I consider more it will be worse, but say 12 full moons, 1,000 divided by 12 is 83.3. So that means he completed 83 years. How do we say he completed 96 years in 2011? When 2008 he completes 83 years, how can it be 96 years in 2011? So they are crazy, I may call it. Okay. Now, another thing. Swamiji, once it happened, he observed the full drama on Sai Baba. Students, they were given an opportunity, it's a very common thing here. And they played very well. Swamiji was very happy. And then Swamiji wanted to maybe create something for the best actor. So after the drama was over, informal discussion with Bhagwan, and they asked, Swami was asking them, who was the best actor? So boys, nobody will say, Swami, I did best. Boy A will give the name of B, B will give the name of C. Swami said, no, no, no. Then finally, Swami said, मेरे जैसा acting कोई नहीं कर सकता. That means nobody can act like me. I am the best actor. Subsequently, in 2003, Swamiji showed little bit problem in his knee joints physically, and he used to climb the steps, and he had given me privilege. While climbing, he used to put his hand on my shoulder as blessings to me, and as if he is getting support from my shoulder. Once in my mind I say, Swamiji, how nice, I'm enjoying your touch every day. So Swami looked at me, hey, what do you think, huh? I need your support. I said, Swamiji, you need my support. Whole universe is supported by you. No, Swami, I'm acting 24 hours. I do acting. So it was a reminder again. Now, in 2003, really, he fell down and he broke his hip joint. Okay, I'm not going to the details how it finally, the body was subjected to the doctors, which is according to the Vedas and the spiritual masters. Avatar's body should never be subjected to the doctors for carrying out surgery. But whatever happened, I have no say in it. After that, Swamiji showed as a human body that Swamiji is not able to walk properly. One devotee from UK was very, very disturbed. Then for decades he has been Swami's devotee. He shared with me that one day when he got the interview, he was getting frequent interview, but one day he was determined and he told Swamiji that, Swamiji, I can't see this. He started crying. Swami said, I am acting. No, Swami, still you must be going through a lot of pain. You are not taking calcium. We are giving you so many things. Swami said, you think that I need anything? I am perfectly alright. He showed this devotee in the interview room walking up and down several times without any support and straight normal. Then this devotee gave me secretly told me, don't tell anybody. I have seen Swami can walk properly. It's all acting. Why? Because he wants to give us something. I wish to tell you one direct observation, a beautiful observation between a senior devotee, very close to Bhagavan, and Swami. I may mention the name, although the gentleman is no more on earth. One Mr. Kanda Swami. He had been an army chief, very ardent devotee of Bhagavan from South India. And he had a special friendship with Bhagavan. They can discuss anything. Of late, in 2003 or so, He was going through a very difficult phase of his life. He was on a wheelchair, but his people brought him here for darshan. It so happened, Swamiji was also on wheelchair. Now Swamiji coming from interview room, straight coming to him, and both as if old boys association, like that they were interacting, laughing, joking, and then one of the students sitting in that area, he overheard the full conversation because he could understand the language Kandaswami was speaking. Kandaswami is asking Swamiji, what have you done to your body? You're on wheelchair. Yes, I can be on wheelchair because after all, we are human beings. How can I see you like this? Then Swami told Kandaswami, very firm reply, Kandaswami, this body will not go like a rogi. I will go like a yogi. What has happened to him? Can I accept this as a truth? Similarly, so many things were happening as the years passed by. 2003 Swami broke his hip, 2005 shoulder, 2006 again something happened. So as if physically Swami was not available as Swami was before 2003. One of the years, 2006 or so, students were walking from hostel coming to Mandir. One sadhu was also walking on that road. One sadhu caught hold of some students. Where are you going? We are going for darshan. What will you see there? Swamiji. Then he started firing these students. He said, the sadhu is telling them, sadhu had come from Himalaya. Don't you have shame? You subjected Swamiji's body to the surgery. His avatar is over. He will not now be available to us as an avatar. You treated him as an ordinary human being. He will behave like that. Another time, 2006, in I think it was month of December, he again called me inside Yajur Mandir because my daughter was not well. So Swami had called me inside. I thought he is going to give me instruction that such and such thing should be followed. You go to another hospital for tests or whatever it may be. So when I went there, a thought came to me that here's another opportunity. And when Swamiji came and came out from the lift on the wheelchair, I folded hands. Swamiji, ek vinati hai, one prayer Swamiji. He said, what? The person who was attending to Swami, he moved a little away because as if it's a personal thing. I told Swamiji, Swamiji, I know you have said also that your body is reflecting the disturbances in 5 elements. I know that. You make yourself alright. Everything will be alright. Swamiji just stared at me. He, pushed my head towards his feet and patted me. Very good, very happy. Gave me namaskar. No answer. Obviously, Swami has some master plan. We are not able to understand this. But definitely, this is not the end of Avatar Road. When yogis, sages, they can dematerialize body and bring it into a dot speck and rematerialize whenever they want. Our Swamiji, all powers, all knowing, can't he do that? Now, why has he done this, a bigger drama? He used to keep on telling not only me, open discourses, that, see, you have to be now on your own. I have guided you. I want to see that you work according to my guidelines. When I am satisfied, then I'll leave you people. But none of us had taken that lesson. So he had to play a very drastic role. Because he has said that this body is like a toy for me. I can play with this body the way I want. So I was always considering that this is what he is doing. Still, we didn't understand. We didn't accept his or imbibe his lessons. 20th of March 2011, Swamiji, in darshan time, he was brought in a wheelchair. After bhajans were over, Swamiji folded hands, showing that he is very weak, hands were shivering. And then I told my person sitting next to me, hey, see, what is Swami doing? He has never done, last 25 years, day in, day out I see him. He has never done this. In darshanam, he is folding hands in front of all the devotees. What does it mean? What does it mean? He never looked at me. He avoided me. 25th of March, he comes for darshan again. In between, those days Swami, he used to give darshan one day, few days he will not give. So 25th of March 2011, again he came for darshan, kept on giving Vibhuti Prasadam, as if to say that you may not be able to see me again. Now, he gave me also a packet of Vibhuti. But I was looking at him, hey Swami, what are your plans? What are your intentions? I was looking at me, he kept on looking, and wheelchair, when even it was turned, he kept on looking on my eye to eye contact, and finally, of course, the point where he couldn't look at me. But I got the message that wait and watch my drama. Exactly same thing happened in 25th, same day in the night. Swami comes in my dream. What I find that Swamiji had become very thin, dark body, charred body, thin legs, thin arms, face shriveled. And in Yajur Mandir garage, there was ambulance. Swamiji was trying to climb the ambulance, and I was seated in the same place. It was in my dream, a darshan time. Normally I would never do that, but in a dream, I got up from there, ran towards Swami. Then I said, Swamiji, what is this? Swamiji, Swamiji. Then he said, shh, go back, not meant for you. So I understood, this is a drama. And 28th of March, Swamiji was taken to the hospital. For all of us, the physical form never came as it was. Then people accepted, but in my mind till today, it is not that this is the end of the avatar. No. He is playing a drama. I don't know what, where, when he will do, which will fulfill the statement which he made in 1996 in public discourse, that even the blind man will know Sai Baba is God. Where it has happened? He said, Muslims will come before he leaves the body. Where have they come? He told me that here students will not be allowed to sit. Only the sages and saints will sit in front of me and heads of the country. Where it has happened? Also, once, because this question was put to somebody, through somebody to Swami, that what will happen if Swamiji leaves the body? What will happen to the ashram? At that time, Swamiji, in reply to this person's letter, this person had seen Sri Aurobindo ashram. Swamiji said that I am not going to leave this ashram like Sri Aurobindo did. I will pick up 10 boys. I will train them how they should function, I will also give them my powers, also give them training how to use those powers. I will put these boys at the respective positions in the organization. I will see myself that organization runs smooth. Then I will leave the body. Where has it happened? One of my students, his friend's grandmother, she is still alive. When she was in teenage, she came across Swami. With one first sight, she accepted Swami's avatar. She came quite close to Bhagavan, and Bhagavan used to pay attention to her. Those days, Swami would take the devotees to Chitravati, materialize so many things. So she has seen all these leelas. One day, she says that Swami was in a great mood, whereas this lady wanted to find out a little more secrets about other avatars and sages and saints. She went on asking Swami, Swamiji, how did Rama leave the body? How did Krishna leave the body? How did Raman Maharshi leave the body? So, although she knew it, she had read from the books, she got confirmation that what she knows is right. At some points she corrected herself. Then, I don't know what happened to her. She put a question to Bhagavan, Swamiji, how will you leave your body? Then Swami smiled and told her, I will not leave once, I will leave twice. This lady is still alive. She is still waiting for Swami to come back. Now, why do I assume or feel or faith, believe that Swami is going to come back? Because he is truth. Whatever he speaks is truth. I never asked him certain things he himself has said. Those things have to happen. If they don't happen, then how do I reconcile within myself that he is an avatar? He is avatar, which I have faith, which I have conviction. My conviction is that he will always, always, always fulfill his word, even if it is in dream. Because he has taken 3 vows. He said, I have come to give and give and give. This avatar will never take anything from anyone. That's number 1. Number 2, that I have come to transform the whole world to a level of consciousness where they are above fear and the worries or joy and sorrows. And I will never destroy even the wicked person. My weapon is pure love. And third one, he has said that once I give a promise to a devotee, even if devotee forgets, I will never forget. Even in the dream, if he has said something, it comes true. I wish to tell you a very wonderful story, revelation I would say, about Bhagavan's glory. Once it was in Vrindavan, tri-session, evening. One gentleman, he seemed to be American. He was also allowed to come for tri-session, tri-Vrindavan session. It is supposed to be only for students and teachers and some VIPs. So everybody was looking at this gentleman because he seemed to be quite different from the rest of the group. And Swamiji asked the warden to request this gentleman, guest, to speak. We didn't know till then who this gentleman is. He got up and he narrated in briefly that he had been to moon just very recently, and he went to States, and when he heard of Sai Baba, he has come to have Swamiji's darshan. Now, he narrates. He gave a wonderful, very powerful speech because Swami told him, can you speak something about your experiences on moon to the students? So, this is how he said, boys, I have just been to moon. There's nothing on moon. It's only dust. But let me tell you, everything is here in Sai Baba. Don't be deluded that he is 5 feet 3 inches figure. Everything is with him. Pray to him, you'll get everything. Going to moon or getting job here and there, it doesn't help you in life. So he said few more things. But then the most important thing, message he gave was this. Then the senior devotee who had invited this gentleman, he was allowed to speak. He said, Swamiji, that see, your glory is getting spread all over the world. So many countries, people know about you, Swami. And not only on earth, even moon or other planets, we don't know. Everybody may be aware of you. Swamiji, your glory is just expanding. Then Swamiji just listened as if a little disapproval. Then Swamiji told that gentleman, senior devotee, that Mr. So-and-so, you have not yet seen my full glory. Then Swami took a handkerchief from his armrest of the chair, and he very dramatically, he took a small bit of one corner of handkerchief and rest he covered in his hand, and he said, see, you have not even seen this much of my glory. So much yet to happen. Everybody was stunned to see what Swami is telling you, this is nothing. Then that senior devotee is requesting, praying to Swami, Swamiji, we want to witness your that glory, that time. He said, no. Swamiji said, no, it's not possible. All will not be with me. Even some of you will be there but may not be allowed to witness that. Swamiji, why? You have to do a lot of sadhana for that. Sadhana? Swamiji, we will do whatever you take. What sadhana should we do? Asked the senior devotee. Swamiji said, such a simple thing. Remember, Sai Baba is God. At that time, in my mind, even I laughed. That Swamiji, is this a sadhana? We all know that you are God. Do we have to consider that as a sadhana, to remember that you are God? I was not able to understand. Today, the time has come. How many of us, those who even experienced Swami so closely, how many of us, we have firm conviction that Sai Baba is God? If we had, probably by now, we would have been elevated and our behavior will be quite different.